Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with our first promo fight tonight. So these are the two promos that people have asked me to look at the most. And they feature Darius Lockhart, who I have not seen cut a promo before, so I'm excited about that. I think it's for Viral Pro Wrestling. And Matthew Hankins, of course, two-time Manager of the Year for Anarchy Wrestling, and maybe some Shane Marx thrown in there as well. I try not to look at these in advance, but as soon as both of them sort of got sent to me, I was really excited to take a look at them for the first time. I'm going to start, I believe, with the Darius Lockhart promo, and you know how I do it. I'm going to listen to it. I might pause here and there, and then jump right into the other promo, and then ask the questions about what did both of them do well? What did both of them lack in some way, shape, or form? And then I want to hear from you. Which promo did you think was more effective? Which promo did you think it was better? And I know in a lot of ways people are going to argue like, oh, they're talking about different things. I'm not so sure. They can be compared, but fuck that. It is promo fight tonight. So we're going to get into this. We're going to start with Darius Lockhart for Viral Pro Wrestling. Here we go. Like that. In the dark.
Longest reigning VPW heavyweight champion, 650 plus days. First and only two-time VPW heavyweight champion. Only one man to do both of those things. You're looking at him. I was raised in the church. They say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. VPW has...
Dude, let me just say right off the jump, the production level of this promo is high. Let me say something else. Darius Lockhart has a voice that I want to listen to. That is a great voice. And everything he spit out right at the beginning, I didn't know who he was, really. But he let me know. He threw his resume out there real quick, fast, and dirty. I like it. And now he's kind of launching into the real part of his promo, the storytelling part of his promo. I was raised in the church. I'm feeling all of this. The Bible quote, no weapon raised against me can prosper. I like that as well. I'm going to rewind a little bit and keep listening.
Against me shall prosper. VPW has thrown every single weapon that they have at me. And yet here I am. Here I am, a year later.
You know, I was going to say, if he keeps the sunglasses on the whole time, there's something about that feels kind of distant. But then he takes off the sunglasses. Man, so far, this promo is a home run. No doubt about it.
That they have at me. And yet here I am. Here I am, a year later, still standing with this title around my shoulder. Like I told you, it feels like deja vu, don't it? Feels familiar, don't it? It should. You should get used to it. You should start to like it, because I love it. Let me ask you a question, Hancock. How does it feel to be in the dark? How does it feel to not know what's going to happen? I sat home for a year thinking that. Sat home with a torn pec, wondering day after day if I'm ever defend this championship again. Wondering day after day, am I ever going to step in a VPW ring again? I got family. I take care of my family. I got my...
Again, the production level of this thing is really high. I think the camera cuts back and forth. Some people would say, like, why do them? Because it gives our eyes a chance to kind of catch a break and then focus on something else. I really like it. This feels... let me say this. I think that there are promos happening in AEW and WWE that aren't this well produced. And again, they're not doing anything overtly slick. To put it in musical terms, they're not auto-tuning him. They're just doing little things that sort of draw you in. It's like when you watch a YouTube video that is using still photos, the ones that just do little things like have the thing move just a little bit for you, it creates a kind of a connection. It sort of draws you in. And I think by doing these different cuts, it's also doing that. I like what Darius is doing. the sunglasses and then no sunglasses, looking off camera, but then engaging with you once again. None of this feels like a tactic for him to avoid. Like when people walk around a wrestling ring while cutting their promos, that usually denotes not cowardice, that's too strong of a word, but they're afraid to stand and deliver the promo. I get no vibe of that off of Darius. Everything he does seems to be a calculated effect to make you engage with his promo more. I'm really feeling this one. And I know the Hankins promo is going to be great, but it better be great to try to have a chance to beat this one, because this one so far, home run. We're about a minute in out of 3.
Wondering day after day if I'm ever defend this championship again. Wondering day after day, am I ever gonna step in the VPW ring again? I got family. I take care of my family. I got my community. I take care of my community. I got kids coming up to me, Darius, where's the top? Ain't you champion? I seen the VPW show you beat Shawn Legacy. Ain't you the champion? And I gotta look them in the face and say, nah, they vacated me, they stripped me, and I never lost it.
So good. So good. Linking himself to his family, to his community, kids coming up. Ain't you the champion? Blah, 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 blah. No, they stripped me. I beat Shawn Legacy. He got that little dig in. He goes, but they stripped me of the title. And now, look at his face. Look at his face. Serious as a heart attack. I fucking love this promo. One thing's for sure at the end of this, the best promo of the year is going to be this one, or Hankins. So far. God damn. I fucking love this promo. I gotta say, to the 3 people who sent me this promo, I get it. I get it.
You left me in the dark. So now we sitting here.
Now they're putting a musical underscore to further pull me into this promo. They've switched into, again, as I've said about wrestling matches, wrestling shows, promos are the same thing. You got 3 acts, right? Bop, bop, bop. And now we're moving into Act 2. And so the little musical interlude lets us know. We zoom in on his face, and he is standing and delivering. Darius Lockhart, you have fucking instantly made me a fan. This is great.
Guess where I'm living? In the dark with your ass, Mr. Hancock.
Ooh.
And you got no other choice but to learn to love it, like I said before. Because we had this plan all along. And I love when a plan comes together. I love when a plan comes together. And I'm sitting here, and it's looking like the perfect puzzle. 2-time VPW heavyweight champion. Longest reigning ever. And I'm about to break the record this time again. 650. Let's do double. Nah, let's do triple. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm still standing.
To hit the beats that he hit before, put his resume out there again, but then say how he's going to surpass it. So he's not just repeating information, he's building, right? And then, so the idea of like doubling his title reign, no, tripling his title reign. See, the fact that I can even remember tells you everything. And he's talking right to Hancock, right? He's going right at the powers that be, but the babyface powers that be, I think is really wonderful. God, I love this promo.
You're gonna have to buy a bigger gun. You might even have to kill me with it. Cause I'ma still be alive no matter what. In the dark. Being here, being still, and being, you know the rest, a revolutionary. I forgot, and a champion. Sorry, Sean. Might not ever know what it feels like, but I wish you all the best.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Sean. You may never know what that feels like. So he's walking a fine line, and I say that like it's a bad thing. No, it's an expert thing. God damn, I'm a fan of this fucking Darius Lockhart. We got to get him on fucking Tipping Point. I'm a fan. Because he's conscious of the fact that he's supposed to be a heel. And a problem that Darius Lockhart will have as a heel is that he's too fucking cool, right? And that's not a knock. He is who he is, and it's wonderful. So he's making sure that he continues to remind us he's a heel. You're never going to be like me. You can't be like me. I'm here in the dark. I'm a revolutionary. Oh, and I'm a champion. And no matter what anybody tries to do. And he takes all the negatives and spins them positive, which is a distinctly heel thing to do as well, right? Because, I was stripped of the title. He was obviously upset about that, but now he's acting like it was all a part of the plan, which is, it's a subtle thing, but it's an infuriating thing if you're inclined to root against him. Like, this guy's acting like he's in control of everything. I can't wait till he's not in control of everything. That's the point. That's the heel part of the promo. I'm going to back it up just a little bit and let it play to its conclusion.
What it feels like. But I wish you all the best.
Oh.
Viral Pro Wrestling.
Good. That Viral Pro. I'm not sure I like that as the beat at the end of Darius's promo, but I get they got to brand themselves. I get that too. Promo is a fucking A+. I was waiting for him to stumble. There might have been a couple of places where he did, but shit, I don't know for sure because he was so good at catching it. He was so good at segueing into the next thing. It was just a nice promo that flowed, that elevated the whole time, and then he brought it back and reminded us that he was a heel. I'm fucking sold. That was fucking brilliant. But speaking of fucking brilliant, promo fight tonight. And there's Hankins and them dope pants. And let me situate us here. Yeah, I think we're in we're at the PCW, right? Yeah, purple ropes, all that stuff. All right, Hankins, take it away. This promo's a little longer for sure. Oh my gosh, people are messaging me back and forth. That's my life. Here we go.
I should be happy. I got everything I want.
Sorry to interrupt the promo already. Hankins is doing something that's fundamental towards promo cutting. Wrestlers and wrestling people, listen the fuck up. All right. I'm going to tie this into musicals. You're like, Steve, what the hell? Yes, musicals. The first song of a musical in a good musical is Here's Our Perfect Situation. Because musical is just another form of storytelling. And storytelling is about here's normal, and then we wreck normal. So his normal is I should be happy. He's going to explain to all the reasons he should be happy. This is a way of kind of putting his resume and showing all the great things that he and his charges have done in the same way that Darius Lockhart did. Right? And so setting that stage in your promo is important. Giving us some context for which to move is important. Starting us off at a level, at a baseline level, so then you can go up is important. You can't just yell and rant and rave the whole time, right? You've got to set the stage for us. This is storytelling 101, and I love it. So go ahead and start over. Sorry, I just needed to bring that up because these are teaching tools as well, yeah?
I should be happy. I got everything I want. Brian Blaze is going to give some punk beating of a lifetime at Hardcore Hell. A show that wouldn't even happen if the Undeniable didn't rescue Anarchy. I finally got my tag team partner on board. Me and Uncle Bill Behrens are defending our tag team championships. Shane Marx, my brother, is in the main event of Hardcore Hell.
He's already promoting the card, first of all. Brian's going to give someone a beat down. He and Bill are going to defend the tag titles. And then Shane Marx is in the main event. Sure sounds like Undeniable's holding up Anarchy Wrestling to me. He's making a compelling and powerful argument.
Defending his Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. I should be ecstatic. I got on bright, flashy pants, cool shoes.
He's bringing up the obvious, which is the wardrobe and how good he looks. And he's not probably going to bring it up because he's too humble. Let me just say, Hankins has lost so much weight. He is a completely different body type. He has never looked better since I have known him. This is This promo rules.
Badass jacket. I got everything I ever wanted. I'm standing in my wrestling ring. A wrestling
True.
ring I own.
True.
This is mine. This is my promotion. I got everything I ever wanted, but I can't focus on having a good time because of you, Jacob Ashworth.
Oh, we get into Jacob Ashworth, and now the camera's coming in. Again, the level of production of the two promos is different so far. Darius, it was a stand and deliver promo where they just cut back and forth a little bit, focusing on his face. I thought it worked. But here, framed, a small thing, but PCW. This purple and white combo, I really like it. Look at the stuff on the wall. I think it's really awesome. And then you can see the logo flash up once in a while as well. My God, people are freaking messaging me. Y'all got to leave me alone about this Paul Lee thing. Yes, I get that he said a stupid fucking thing, but Jesus. Really, people? Like, is it anything about Paul Lee you didn't already know? For fuck's sake. God, get over yourselves. Sorry to be that asshole, but I'm that asshole. I want to focus on this good shit.
Cannot get my mind around enjoying a triumphant April 24th at Hardcore Hell because of you, Jacob Ashworth, and because of one thing that you said. You had the audacity to say you had it so much different because you came up differently than Shane Marx.
Oh, here's the contrast. And again, Hankins, much like Darius Lockhart, I think both of them are very conscious of the fact that at the end of the day, we're supposed to be heels. And even though everything we're saying on the surface is absolutely correct, we have to bring it back. And so he's going to take this thing that Jacob Ashworth said and twist the knife on him.
You came from a different place than Shane Marx. Well, let me tell you something, son. You are right. Shane Marx came from the kind of place that scares people like you to death. Shane Marx came from the kind of place that made it so the Braves had to take their ass to Cobb County.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so again, the subtle racial coding that Hankins is doing. It's subtle, but it's very evident. And he's speaking directly to the Anarchy audience that would love Ashworth and hate him. Love it.
Is the reason they wouldn't take you to see Chipper Jones hit the damn baseball. Shane Marx comes from
He's implying that Shane Marx comes from the area where Turner Field is, which is a not so great area where we used to do shows at the Sam Stone Studios. By the way, yes, it's definitely a rougher neighborhood, and they couldn't take white people there to see Chipper Jones. Again, just the tie-in, the intelligence of this thing. I love both of these promos. This promo so far is amazing.
Kind of place that made your mama check you just a time or two extra at night because he comes from the kind of place where nightmares are made. Ooh. But guess what, Jacob? Shane Marx doesn't come from the kind of place that you did. But I do! And long before I was the magnificent, resplendent fashion plate that you see in front of you now, I was this.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, the production value went up. Obviously, that's one thing. We're now doing a location shoot. Presumably, I know this about Hankins. He's from Alabama. So apparently they're in some, oh my, look at this shit. This is some repugnant shit. This fucking ill-kept area of the forest. Fucking can here. It's bad look for sure. I love that twist. Yeah, Shane Marx is from a neighborhood you would have been too scared to go. That Atlanta is too scared of, really. Setting them up in like this victim status, but in this way that it would annoy fans of Anarchy. But now Hankins is saying, yeah, but I'm from a similar place that you're from. So now they're going to cut this promo from. And we're moving, time-wise, we're segueing nicely into Act 2. You see what I'm saying? This stuff really applies. These theatrical and performance standards apply to wrestling, even more so than a regular performance, I would argue, because wrestling needs that framework. It just works better, and then you're able to really fully explore. I can't wait for this part of the promo. Here we go. And there's Shane Marx.
Fat black kid, Northwest Alabama, surrounded by nothing but Jacob Ashworths. That's right, Jacob. I've been
Oh my gosh. So he's saying he's a fat black kid surrounded by Jacob Ashworths. Oh, this is about to be some shit right here.
fighting sons of bitches like you my whole life, and you have tried to take every bit of joy I have ever mustered up from me. That is why I can't get focused. That is why I am so damn angry, because of you, Jacob Ashworth, and what you represent. The very worst that this country has to offer is represented in everything you stand for.
Wow. So he's setting up an us versus them, and them is Jacob Ashworth and the audience for Anarchy. Basically, he's saying they're the worst of America. That's a brutal indictment.
Jacob Ashworth, you are the reason I ain't never walked in no store holding my girlfriend's hand, because folks don't like when colors contrast like that, Shane.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So he's saying, like, it's people like you who made it so I couldn't hold hands with my girlfriend because she was white. Oh man. Look at the Shane. Okay. Shane Marx's mustache. I was of two minds on it before. I was like, it works. And it makes every expression that he's hitting better. Shane Marx, I'm hoping Shane Marx will get a chance to speak. I think Shane Marx is a guy who people think of as, oh, he's a good promo. No, he's a great promo. He might be the best promo of any of the wrestlers. Though now that might be Darius Lockhart as well. Fuck, I love this fucking shit. Oh!
You are the reason, Jacob, that I ain't never had a half a good day in my life where I called home.
Never had half a good day. I've never heard that expression, and I am fucking stealing it.
So yeah, Shane, he ain't from a place like that, but me and you are, and I fought to get out of it. And I done whooped a mini ass that looked just like yours, so you can bet your last money I have told him everything he needs to know about beating your ass, Jacob Ashworth, because guess what? Shane Marx can beat you on talent. Shane Marx can beat you on experience. The only thing you might have over him might just be pure, stubborn heart. But I know how to beat that out of y'all too, because...
Wow. Okay, so he puts Jacob over, right? Shane Marx is more talented. Shane Marx is more experienced. But you might have the advantage on sheer heart. He doesn't do it to degrade Shane Marx at all. He's telling us the story. The one thing Jacob Ashworth's got is the heart, right? The implication being the backing of the people as well. It's subtle. It's good. I think anybody who hears this promo, no matter what their level of closeness to this or even intellectual capacity, will understand it on an instinctive level. Other people, like yours truly, are getting everything out of this promo. I fucking love it.
Every day I wake up, Shane, and every day I'm a success. That's another one of them that's mad, laying in a pissy bed because I ain't the one in it.
Laying in a pissy bed. It's hilarious. Laying in a pissy bed. It's again similar to something that fucking Jeff G. Bailey would say. Anytime people would say, you know, Hankins is a worthy successor to Jeff G. Bailey in that building, I think it's a huge compliment to Hankins, of course. I think it's also a compliment to Jeff. I think because it took somebody, because let's be real. When Jeff stopped doing this and Dan was no longer doing this, it didn't feel like anybody was going to pick that mantle up. And the fact that Hankins has picked that mantle up is incredible. I'm thrilled to see Dan back in it too. Oh shit, this is fucking great. Darius Lockhart and Matt Hankins. Let me just clap in case I forget to give you your props at the end. I'm going to let this promo play out for the most part, but again, like the Darius thing, I wasn't planning on stopping it that often, but it's just so fucking good, and it's just so many teachable moments, and every wrestler and wrestling person should be watching both of these fucking things. And if it hurts your feelings that I'm saying that Darius is the fucking best promo right now for a wrestler, and fucking Hankins is the best for a manager, then fucking show me that I'm wrong.
So guess what, Jacob? Come hardcore hell, my brother here, he ain't just fighting for the title. My brother here, he ain't just fighting for his reputation.
Wow.
He's fighting for a little old boy who grew up spiting you. He's fighting for his honor. And we taking it all back at hardcore hell. Please, champ, tell him what you think.
I've said it many times. It's about pushing chips on the table. Hardcore hell, what's at stake? Everything. Right? Title, reputation, but more than that, healing the wounds of my past. Darius Lockhart did a similar thing, right? By calling out Hancock, the powers that be at Viral. It's just like, I'm pushing all the chips on the table. You can't beat me. You can't take this title off of me. And I'm going to set the longest title reign, a record held by myself. Again, both of these promos are so fucking good. This is a brutal promo versus promo. I don't envy the people who are going to have to make the decision. And I'll put these stakes on it because this is how hyped these promos have me. I never give a fuck about what other people think as far as the decisions that I make, but I'll say this: respond, comment below, or message me. Who won? Is it this promo or is it Darius Lockhart's promo? And whatever promo more people tell me won, that's the one that at the end of April, assuming another better promo doesn't come in, that I'm going to say is best promo of the year thus far. How's that?
Jacob Ashworth?
Oh,
I'm offended by you. I'm offended by your actions. I'm offended by your attitude. But moreover, I'm offended by your beliefs that you try to pass off as facts.
oh my goodness. He's attacking the fundamental thing. He's alluding to the crazy things that Jacob Ashworth said before without being so overt, because again, they have to make sure Jacob Ashworth is a babyface, right? So they're subtly alluding to stuff and then taking the heel bent with it. Fucking love this promo. Shane Marx can stand and deliver as well, in case you didn't know.
I'm offended by the actions that you did at the last Anarchy show by putting your hands on me.
Ooh.
Why? For all those people to cheer? I don't give a damn how they feel. I damn sure don't give a damn how you feel. I'm offended by the actions of you taking your little grubby hands and picking up my championship. Jacob, this isn't yours. So you don't have the right to carry it in your hand and tout it all over so that people can see, which brings me to my third offense.
Oh boy.
Your false beliefs that you're trying to pass off as facts.
The structure of 3. Do you see how effective it is? Do you see how it works? Do you see how you can have 2 things and one thing is bigger than the other, but it's just not the same as rising action. It's well-structured promo. It's really, really great.
The belief that you have the people eating out of the palm of your hands with hope, thinking that you're going to beat me at hardcore hell. Jacob Ashworth, I want you to understand, and I want the people in Cornelia to understand, no matter how much hope that you give them, I live in reality. Here's my facts. The fact is, I, once again, am in the main event of hardcore hell. Let that sink in.
Ooh.
And for the second time, I am walking in as the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, where everybody thought their first foe hero was going to take from me, and I laid his ass out. April 24th at Hardcore Hell in the Landmarks Arena. Jacob, I'm going to hit you with a huge...
Subtle stuff, right? Promoting the show again, which is great. Darius Lockhart didn't really have a show to promote because their next one isn't for a while. So he just told us the big story, sort of set some things in motion that we might see later on. Legacy, perhaps. Certainly a conflict with Hancock. Brilliant. This one, I'm calling it the Landmarks Arena. Subtle thing, I picked up on it. I like it. Again, they're not hitting us over the head with anything. They're telling us this story. And Shane Marx, so much passion. It's really great.
Dose of reality. The same reality that those people felt at the last Hardcore Hell. I am going to lay you out in the middle of the ring. Because my actions say I have to beat the hell out of you. And it was all said and done, Jacob. My attitude.
Oh, subtle. The draping of the arm to create the connection, to help Shane Marx bring this promo home, and to show that they are a team. These things matter. This is pro style. This is fantastic. Except for the background noise, this could be on WWE, AEW, and you would be thrilled with this promo. This is top-notch shit.
Is to do to you what people before you did to people before us. I am going to segregate you from the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship, and I'm going to tell you to sit your ass at the back of the bus.
Oh,
this
my
ride, Anarchy Wrestling, is driven by the undeniable.
Oh my God. So again, they bring in the subtle racial stuff. Oh my God, I love it. Sit in the back of the bus, segregate. Oh my God. Brutal, awesome. And then I assume Hankins is going to bring it home.
We came from separate places, equally as hard, and we didn't just survive, we thrived.
Thrived.
So at Hardcore Hell, April 24th, shout out to Minnesota. That's one less we got to worry about. And come Hardcore Hell, we gon' make it too.
They did this promo last night, which means they laid down the verdict in Minnesota. And Hankins and Shane Marx went and shot this promo, and then he put it together, Nightcrawler style from that movie, probably in the back of his fucking car, and fucking put this thing out to be as topical as hell. Shout out to Minnesota. We got one. I mean, it's an allusion to the fucking New Jack promo about OJ. That's like one of Jeff G's favorite promos. Oh my God, Hankins got a line in that. All right, we're gonna play that, and then I'm gonna let this play to the end.
Shout out to Minnesota. That's one less we got to worry about. And come Hardcore Hell, we gon' make it too.
Swing on Alabama, play that dead man song. Turn the speakers up full blast, play it all night long.
Wow. Great job, both of you. I don't envy the people who are going to contact me having to make a decision about who did the better promo. They're fucking awesome.